Greetings, moviegoers. I'm the host, and joining me here again are Lala and Angel Eyes for our review of Divergent. Now, me and Lala have not read the books, so that is why Angel Eyes is here to explain the plot of the movie. What is this?
Alright, so basically Divergent is set in the distant future where war broke out, and so the founders, they set up this faction system created with 5 factions. So basically, people who pursued kindness, they became amity, honesty was candor, knowledge was erudite, selfless abnegation, and the brave were dauntless. The main character, Beatrice Pryor, and she is abnegation born, and she kind of feels like she doesn't belong there in a sense. She doesn't really know where she is. And so basically once you turn 16, you take this test that tells you where you're supposed to go. She goes in to take her test, and as you've seen from the trailer, the test doesn't work on her because she ends up being more than one faction.
Dun dun dun! So, yeah, once the plot gets going at the beginning where it's like she's a divergent, that kind of falls under the wayside after she joins Dauntless, and it ends up becoming like this extended training montage.
Well, in the book, basically the majority of Divergent is just training, because Dauntless, they're the soldiers of this world. They guard the fence that outlines this world. They're really crazy, and their initiation is really rigorous, being like physical, mental.
Aside from the book perspective, I mean, the host and I came into it completely blind. I can definitely say that I was impressed with the storyline. I was never bored. It is an incredibly long film,
yes,
but I still was very interested throughout the whole thing.
I enjoyed it too, but it does have quite a number of hiccups. One of my problems with it is that it is too long, and I know that most of it is setting up for the 2 following sequels later on, but I think it could have been trimmed a little tighter without losing any vital details. Also, I didn't really care for the romance between the 2 lead characters. I mean, I know it's for teenage girls and everything, but come on, can we get at least one sci-fi movie for younger viewers where the least intriguing aspect doesn't take up most of the screen time?
Believe it or not, they actually toned it down a lot in the movie, which I was happy for, because I was kind of getting sick of it in the book. I was just like,
I was getting sick of it in the movie.
Everyone, I thought, did a great job in the movie.
Well, yeah, definitely.
The cinematography is cool.
The soundtrack by Junkie XL is great, and some of the visuals in this looked really awesome, especially during those weird mental test sequences where the characters have to overcome challenging obstacles inside their mind. In a way, it's kind of like Inception meets the Hunger Games. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
I would give it an 8. I think anybody coming into this movie without knowledge of the books would still enjoy it.
I'm gonna give this an 8.5. Very enjoyable. Book lovers are going to enjoy it. Don't get nitpicky. They had to make it a movie, and as you can see, it was long, but it has all the details that you are just wanting.
I'm gonna give it a very fair 7. I'm holding out hope that the series will get better with the following sequels, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
So that concludes our show. I'm the host.
I'm Lala.
And I'm Angel Eyes.
And we will see you next time on another Midnight Movie Madness.